And so I'm saying that there is something.
All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call line la Eloheinu wa Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Harakah Kodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone who move on teach well, and hearty shalom to the elect. All right, it's your brother Karatas. I'm back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and this is going to be about that thing you need to stay away from, like that injectable computer device. Okay? All right. So listen to this.
Organized and directed, and it's here in this country.
Future Shocker biochip.
So look at that Future Shocker biochip. I'm not sure when this came out, but this article specifically, because I can't see it, maybe it says April 2nd, 1993, maybe 93, but it says Future Shocker biochip, okay? Science fiction technology is here. All right, it's here. All right. You see they started orchestrating about putting it in your animals, and now they're trying to put it in your kids and put it in you, okay?
And this is what Anthony showed you earlier, a biochip. That's an injectable computer chip, an economic mark in the back of our right hands or in our foreheads.
You've got a choice. You can join in this fight, or you can die as a slave. Enslave your child.
How are people going to die as slaves? They're going to die in that nuclear fire as a slave to this beast system, okay? Instead of trusting in the Lord. When I say the people, I mean, guess what? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, okay? These other nations I could care less about, right? This is Revelation 14:9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his right, in his forehead or in his hand, all right? It doesn't say which one, but either or, it can happen in either or. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And that's not what you want. You don't want that smoke with the Lord. It says here, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. All right, this is going to be the ultimate testing, all right, to see if you trust in the Lord or you're going to trust in the system, all right? But men of the Lord trust in the Lord, all right? So this says 12 here. At verse 12, it says, here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahweh and the faith of Yahweh Shai. I want to see what the word patience means.
Strong's G 5281. Upamane. Upamane.
Upamane. All right, it says steadfastness, constancy, endurance, and we're going to need that. We're going to need that endurance. We're going to need to be steadfast, okay? Because if you read in 2nd Esdras, it says he congratulated the Lord crowned all those men. He said who stood stiffly for the Lord. Standing stiffly for the Lord goes into steadfastness, enduring, you know, possibly seeing people die, your loved ones die, right? All right, so it says here in the New Testament, the characteristic of a man who is not swerved from his deliberate purpose and his loyalty to faith and piety, even by the greatest trials of suffering. All right, those trials are going to be great and intense in this time, okay? They're going to be great and intense, all right, to the point where you possibly may be beheaded for the witness of the Lord, all right? Family members may be beheaded, okay? There was this TV show I saw on Tubi about the mark of the beast. It came out maybe in the 80s or whatever the case may be, and at the end, there was a child getting beheaded. There was a man getting beheaded. There were people getting beheaded because they didn't want to take that mark of the beast, and what they had it labeled as was the 3 6s. But we know it to be the injectable computer chip, okay? Or that RFID chip, okay? Which is the size of a grain of rice. That's in one form. Here's the other form right here.
Come to my page, I'll put you on to the game. Understand what's going on?
Drill planted in the brain.
We gonna talk.
To install Elon Musk's Neuralink, first a robot will make a hole in your head with a drill machine, and then fit the chip inside with accuracy, out of which threads thinner than hair will be coming out, and there will be electrodes placed on these threads, which will be able to directly...
Now, don't think because it's not in the middle or the front of your head, it's not going to be that this is not going to be part of that chip because it's not in your front of your forehead. It's in your head. It's in your body, okay? It's in your body. So with that being said, you can't try to swing this a different way. The Lord is making it plain to what he has said or what he has written through what he has shown John the Revelator. And John the Revelator wrote down for us to understand and see in these times. The Lord is making it plain. So don't try to twist it as any other way because it doesn't say, it's not showing you that it's in the forehead, it's in the back of the head, all right? Anywhere it's inserted in your body is where you're gonna suffer that wrath from the Lord, okay?
contact with your brain cells, then whatever thought comes to your mind, this chip will read it and take action in real life. We'll get it done. That is now the work will be done just by
We're gonna talk
thinking,
about this.
and there will be no need to even touch.
Oh, hell no. Do y'all see what they trying to do, bro? Do y'all see the...
Yeah, you see what they're trying to do? They're trying to get you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native American Indians caught up. All right, let's see. Oh, here we go, MOTB. More stuff.
A doctor inserts the microchip between your thumb and index finger using a device similar to a syringe. Now, these chips can actually be really helpful tools, and they utilize the same technology used in phone payments. With this tiny device, your body essentially becomes a contactless key. It can open doors using sensors and can even start a car. They last anywhere from 10 to 20 years and can be removed with a small incision in the skin.
A guy walks into a store, makes his payment, and casually taps his hand on the scanner. The cashier's jaw drops as the payment instantly goes through. What's the secret? He's got a tiny RFID chip implanted in his hand, and it's like a credit card, but with way more perks. This chip is inserted with a quick injection, programmed with a phone. It's like having a superpower. From unlocking doors to making payments and even opening your car.
Advancing very fast. But
there's nothing superpower-esque about this, okay? All right, nothing superpower related about this, okay? It's just another one of Esau's cheap gimmicks and schemes, okay?
We're in China, and this is how advanced cashless payment is in this country. Right, I've never...
All right, I was looking at an article where it said America's dollar has lost 11% of its value. All right, America's about to be cashless soon, okay? All right, and everything's going to evolve around people jumping on the boat to take this digital implantable or injectable computer device, okay, or this RFID chip, okay? And that's how they're going to be able to live. And then you heard that Robert, I think it's RFK Jr., right? He said he wants people to be wearing wearables by 2029 or within the next 4 to 5 years. That wearable is going to be it could be potentially inserted in you, okay? But let's look at this video right quick.
Seen this before actually. Wasabi Lays. I'm going to try them. Right, so now I'm going to pay for it. I've left my phone and my card at home. I've actually got nothing.
Hey!
Palm pay.
Look at that, how crazy.
Mate, this country is blowing my mind. It's paid with my palm.
No phone, no card or nothing needed.
Register your palm. I've done it earlier today.
With your WeChat.
With your WeChat. Set your card up, and no matter where your phone is, anywhere in the world, you can pay with your palm print.
It's to do with the vessels or something in it, we were getting told. So however clever is that? That is literally one of the best things I've ever seen.
China, I live in so far in the future.
Today is an opportunity for Anne and Bill to have a conversation through our brain decoding to facilitate what we think would resemble a future use of an actual real-life application of the technology.
The device is an electrocorticography grid, which is attached to a pedestal, which is screwed onto the participant's skull. Anne is the very first person to have this combination.
In the training lab, we really focus on restoring voice to people that have lost it due to conditions like stroke or ALS.
Hey Anne, how's it going?
It is good to see you.
Yeah, see, all sorts of things that will get you put to death by the Lord. All right, I read that Revelations 14:9 as I just read. This is Revelation chapter 16 and Salakia. This is Revelation 13 and 16. It says here, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right. And you seen in these, with these computer chip interfaces, all right, they put it in the back of the person's head. But it doesn't need to directly go on your forehead, the front of your head, okay? It goes in the back of your head and it's still being inserted in your body, and there's no repentance from that, okay? So it says here, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So if you take this chip in any form, your ass is grass, man. Okay, let's look at another video.
Nolan playing Mario Kart. Now, what's special about this particular clip is Nolan is not the only cyborg playing Mario Kart in this clip. We actually have a whole community of users, as mentioned earlier, and this is literally 5 of our first users of Neuralink playing Mario Kart together over call. Mario Kart it's cool. You know, you're using one joystick and then you're clicking like a couple buttons to throw items. What would be even cooler is what if you could control 2 joysticks at once, simultaneously with your mind. What I'm about to show you, and I think this is for the first time someone playing a first-person shooter game with a brain-computer interface. This is Alex and RJ playing Call of Duty, controlling one joystick to move and then the other joystick to point your gun and then shooting people as a button.
See, they're going to make their miracles such as this MOTB seem cool to the younger generation, okay? And this younger generation is going to jump on it, all right? And if you pay attention in this video, you're going to see that these people...
Here's Alex shooting another person.
Like homie on the top left, it doesn't look like he has any arms.
Oh, dear God. Oh, I know I do, and I want him to freaking shoot him wrong when I do.
RJ, Alex got you.
I know, he just shot me in the face.
Now that we have a bit of a sense of what the BCI can do, a very important question to answer is, how does this impact the day-to-day lives of the people that use it every day? And here we actually...
All right, it does whatever they program it to do. So if they program it in your mind to do something, bad or evil or wicked, that's against this society, all right, and against the Lord, who knows, you may act it out in your body, But let's get this. These are just warnings because you can see the writing on the wall. It's here, all right? This is Ezekiel chapter 3. Oh no, it's 33. This is Ezekiel 33:1. It says, I'm going to read it in the NLT and see what it says. It says, once again, a message came to me from Yahweh, Son of Man. Give your people this message. When I bring an army against a country, the people of that land choose one of their own to be a watchman. The Lord set up men from starting off with Apostle Tahar on down, all right, to be watchmen for the nation of Israel, because where we're at is a war. This is a battle, all right? It says, when the watchman sees the enemy coming, he sounds the alarm to warn the people. And we've been taught through Apostle Tahar, all right, to teach the people what's coming. We're warning the people about the drama that's coming, the enemy, all right, and what the enemy is bringing, okay? It says, then if those people, if those who hear the alarm refuse to take action, it is their own fault if they die. It's their own fault if they die, right? It says they heard the alarm, ignored it, so the responsibility is theirs. If they had listened to the warning, they could have saved their lives. And most of our people aren't going to listen to this warning because they're going to want to seek some type of comfort in their affliction instead of trusting in the Lord in the time of their affliction, or calling upon Yahweh Shema Shai in the time of their affliction. They're going to run to Daddy Esau. They're going to run to the government. They're going to go and willingly give themselves up, their children up, to take this MOTB. It says here, but if the watchman see the enemy coming and doesn't sound the alarm to warn the people, he is responsible for their captivity. They will die in their sins, but I will hold that watchman responsible for their deaths. And we don't want to be responsible, all right? It says, now, son of man, I am making you a watchman for the people of Israel. Therefore, listen to what I say and warn them from me. All right, and that's what we're doing, warning our people, all right? Don't take this MOTB, all right, because you're going to die, all right? No matter how they dress it up in regards to playing video games, no matter how they dress it up in regards to you can open up doors, drive your car, pay things with it, don't take it. It's not worth you burning in fire, okay? All right, but Lord will you is edified to the next time, child.